last Thursday. Yeah, I'll tell you, Ronnie, limo driver wrap-up show. He's a pisser. It's funny. Did you hear Sal got accused of jerking off on your bras?
What?
You don't know about all that?
No, I'm completely oblivious to this.
All right, well, here's Ronnie on the wrap-up show. They got a hold of him afterwards, and he was quite upset because I called him out and said, don't give the girl interns nicknames. Don't do that. It's not good. Stop flirting. Stop, And so then Ronnie interpreted that I was in a bad mood. That's why I was picking on him.
He's never wrong.
No.
So there must be something wrong with you if you're yelling at him.
Yeah, there's something wrong with me. I was in a bad mood.
He never evaluates his behavior. You can't get through. It's like talking to a wall.
I'm trying to class him up a little bit and to explain to him that women don't like that.
You're talking to a wall.
All right. Especially when he's in a position where he's working for the show and these kids are working for free and they're young kids and he's an older man.
He doesn't understand.
Yeah.
No, we were walking out, and she held the door open for us, and I said, thank you, Smiley, and then we kept walking.
So it's Smiley, it's not Smiles.
Smiles, okay, it was Smiles.
Actually, I heard him call her Smiley, and then other guy said he calls her Smiles, so it's...
Well, he just switches it up.
Yeah. At his discretion.
Whatever, what's the difference?
And do you understand how Howard reacted the way he did? Why he would think, oh, my God.
He didn't say shit to me.
In his head, he's thinking, dude, should I lecture Ronnie right now?
This is 3 fucking days later.
Well, maybe he was stewing over it a little bit.
Well, maybe somebody told me he was old, and
No, here's what happened.
Oh, please.
No, I'm telling you how it got.
No, because when somebody told him, he was old, so now he's taking it out on me with the whole grandpa thing. What the fuck?
Calm down. I'm going to tell you how it got from A to B. Katie, right?
Yes.
Katie was on the intern show last night and happened to mention in passing that Ronnie had a nickname for her. So then somebody who's not me mentioned that to Howard this morning. And Howard goes, oh, yeah,
I know who
that's
it
right.
was. You don't have to tell me who it was. You think I don't know?
Who was it?
Well, probably Steve, but it wasn't.
I know it wasn't.
But anyway, somebody mentioned
I know who it was.
Somebody mentioned it to Howard this morning. Howard goes, oh, yeah, that's so weird because I saw him calling her that in the hallway.
Oh, so that reminded him.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, and that was so terrible.
Yeah. Now, what's with this age thing you're talking about? You think Howard's upset that somebody called him old and he's taking it out on you?
It had nothing to do with that.
He doesn't understand what it's like to be in an office,
right?
And his position and what he can and can't do.
Well, first of all, he was never meant to work in an office. This is a total freak thing that he's in an office. He was meant to sit in a limo and drive people. I, in my infinite wisdom, took him out of the limo and put him up here to do security. See, it was me.
Do they tell these interns they're coming into the bizarro world?
Yeah, right. I mean, there's
things that happen here shouldn't really happen in offices.
I'm telling you, there's no way this guy would have ever ended up in an office environment. You know what I mean? He just wasn't going on that career path. It ended up that way because he wanted to be a security guy.
I don't know any place where he would be safe, though, as a worker. I mean, women are locked in a car with him.
Well, he's always appropriate that way. I mean, he knows when he's in the car, he's not supposed to talk to the customers.
He doesn't know that.
He always keeps his mouth shut when he's driving. But when he gets up here, it's a totally different thing.
When there's no partition, he doesn't understand.
Right. If I put him in a car, he knows he knows the rules are. Don't talk to anyone. Just keep your head forward and drive. But when he got up here, he became a whole personality. He was unleashed.
Yeah.
Ronnie gone wild. You've seen Girls Gone Wild. This is Ronnie Gone Wild.
Let's fuck some hoes!
I need to have him carry around a partition so people could roll it up. No, but he gets the rules as a limo driver. Somebody once explained it to him, I'm sure. So now all of a sudden he's interacting with interns. He never had interns before and these people, and he's got to sort of, be this authority figure walking around in the halls. And I've said to him 50 times, just keep your mouth shut, just like in the limo. You don't have to talk to anybody. Don't show any of your personality. Just sit there like a piece of wood. When the guests come in, pat them down if they, you know, pat everyone down, not just the rap guys, you know. So everything looks kosher. And I told him, just, you know, make sure generally that any guests who come in, you know, keep an eye on things and keep an eye on things out in the hall. If anybody gets crazy, you know, tackle them, you know, whatever you have to do. And so he knows what he has to do. But then, like, there's this gray area where he's just Ronnie the personality. And suddenly there are interns and attractive women. And, you know, he goes over to Rick's Cabaret now because Lonnie made him a whole star over there. And these women at Rick's Cabaret who are professional strippers, you know, Lonnie tells them, you treat Ronnie like A-list.
Right.
So Ronnie walks in there and his head's spinning. Like, hey, ladies. And they're like, Ronnie, woo, we love you. So he's starting to think he has a way with women.
Yes.
And then he sees these young interns who are the same age as the strippers over at Rick's. And he thinks, you know.
And he talks to them the same way.
Right. Hey, my definition for you is smiles. My definition of you is beautiful. Too hot. My definition of you is too hot. So a lot of the girls who are, you know, they're the same age as the strippers, but they're on a different career path. They want to actually be treated like people.
Yeah.
It gets confusing to him because he sees young and beautiful, and he's pretty sure he's...
These girls like to hear this.
Right. Well, you remember what happened in the speed dating contest. We put Ronnie in there, and right away he was inappropriate. He moved his chair into her space and then started holding her hand. I mean, it was just too much. It was like within 1 minute, he was already inappropriate.
Marie, this is Ronnie.
Ronnie's just coming to the seat.
Ronnie hasn't said a word.
All right, as soon as you sit down, it starts, Ronnie, or as soon as you get in front of the mic, it starts. There
Ronnie
we go.
moves his chair first thing.
Hi, Maria.
Hi, Ronnie.
Nice to meet you. How you doing?
I'm good, and you?
Good. Very pretty.
Oh, thank you.
How long you been in the United States?
2 months.
2 months? A month?
2 months.
2 months. Oh, okay. What do you like to do? You like to hang out? You like to party? You like to... What do you like to do?
And he came in last. And then he was like, I don't care.
Right, right.
I don't care who's last. Big deal. Oh, my God. I mean, that should have been a wake-up call, right, in a way?
Oh, I didn't need that.
Yeah.
Adorable is the next step up from being hot. You can be hot, but you're not always adorable. Got that?
I don't know. Does she understand it?
She understands it, but she speaks my language. You know what my language is?
So she would be considered adorable.
She's adorable.
What about when I was on the Sibian getting the poison out? Was I adorable then?
Oh, that was really adorable.
She speaks my language. Creepy.
She speaks creep.
She speaks creep. She's fluent in it. She works at a strip club. She meets creeps all day and night. Hey, how are you doing, Toots? Toots?
She was hot, adorable, sexy, fucking great. Getting out the poison. She was awesome.
What are the other definitions that you have? What would Christy be?
Christy,
It's a pain in the ass.
besides having a 50-pound ass,
It's a pain in the ass, right?
is smoking hot.
Oh, yeah.
Smoking hot.
Getting on my good side.
Now, smoking hot, the difference between smoking hot and adorable is she's got like the whole sexy routine going on. She's a little bit adorable, not 100% adorable, but she's got the sexiness, the craziness, the lunacy in her. You know what I'm saying? She's up for anything.
Really? Really?
Really?
Anything?
You didn't know that, huh?
Wow. He's got these girls pegged with his definitions. And I try to explain to Ronnie that these girls don't give a shit. They just want to make money. In fact, sitting there talking, they're not getting paid. But he doesn't believe me.
Oh, no. They've got him convinced.
Right.
That he's a stud.
Yeah.
And why would he give that up?
Remember when one girl was super smoking hot? Do you know about that?
Here's a definition of above smoking hot. I mean, just look at her. Look at this girl's face. I mean, and the minute I saw her, all I kept doing was looking for those eyes.
As soon as I saw her, I tell you, he's like Hugh Hefner over there. He gets over to that Rick's Cabaret, and he's Hugh Hefner. He's got everything but the smoking jacket. And you know how Hugh Hefner thinks he's a stud?
Right.
But Ronnie thinks he's a stud.
Those eyes get you, like, forget it. You can't stop looking at her eyes. And then she turns at you with that smile. It makes you want to fuck the shit out of her. I'm sorry.
He's sorry. He didn't mean to offend her.
I'm sorry I'm raping you. No offense.
And he thinks the girls like this. You know, he's charming. They like it.
All these girls love it.
This one here makes you want to, excuse me, fuck the shit out of her.
This girl right here makes me want to spit in her face, fuck her in the ass, and shit all over her back. That's my definition of smoking.
No offense, no offense.
None taken.
None taken. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr.
You
Ron.
can't offend these girls.
Yeah. Not if Lonnie tells you you're a VIP.
Beautiful body, love her tattoo.
So she...
And look. Great ass. And I'll bet you she can climb a fucking pole.
I can climb a pole.
See?
I can fool around too.
She's got it all.
Gymnast.
She's got it all.
What does he mean by that?
I guess at the stripper club,
dancing,
the pole dance, she can really climb a pole.
Ronnie's like an expert on strippers.
Those eyes, man. Look at those fucking eyes.
He's way into her, huh?
Look at those fucking eyes.
Look at those fucking eyes. You think he's angry or what?
Where did he come from? How did he get this way?
He'd have to go into years of psychotherapy. It's probably too late.
What happened to him?
You see these fucking eyes? They make you want to fuck like a dog. Excuse me.
Pardon my French.
Where was he raised?
And what I've told Ronnie to do, I said, Ronnie, before you talk, think of like a 110-year-old woman hitting on you. Like literally a woman who is 110 years old. That's how those girls look at you. But he doesn't want to hear it. He gets upset.
What would be your definition for her?
Super smoking hot.
Yeah.
And great fucking eyes.
And what?
Super
And
smoking
great-
hot and great
And
fucking
great
eyes.
fucking eyes. See, you use the adjectives. First they're hot, then they're smoking hot, then it's super smoking hot.
They hypnotize. Her eyes hypnotize.
Sounds like he's in love. There's other definitions, but I'm sure you've heard them. Have you heard one of a kind?
I'm waiting for the girl he was really in love with.
Oh, you mean definition was girl you can fall in love with? But first it was one of a kind, League of Her Own, and then girl you can fall in love with.
Yeah, because that's the one they were making eye contact.
Yeah.
I want to hear
The one that he falls in love with. Well, here's one of a kind.
What's her name?
Rachel Ryder.
What's her name again? Rachel Ryder.
Ryder, yes.
Rachel Ryder.
Ryder.
A big boner in his pants.
Hear that sound? That's the sound of my boner in my pants.
She is a definition. I have a definition from. I'm going to write my own dictionary. And I'm getting started here. I'm starting it right here at this expo. So my definition of this girl is. I gotta think about it. It's okay if I think a couple of seconds while I stare at her body and everything. All right. My definition of her, I can't even talk about this one. That's the worst part. She's rubbing my nipples. I can't even think, dude. We got super sexy. No, she's not super sexy. She's not smoking hot. She is a one of a kind.
Is that a compliment? One of a kind?
Well, I think in his world,
Right.
this is a compliment.
Higher than super smoking hot?
But she's not super smoking hot, and she's
Right.
rubbing his nipples.
Right, so he can't really think clearly because he's all turned on.
But I'm thinking that this is a girl who really has to work to get her tips.
As she tweaks me.
Yes.
I can't even talk.
I have a nipple fetish. I can't lie. You have nice nipples.
I know.
Yeah.
Which is, I think one of a kind's an insult, Ron. Because as soon
you couldn't talk about
why
her
are we
looks.
back on this again?
I like it.
I thought we were done.
I don't know. I can never be done with you.
This will never die.
I thought
never
we were
die.
done.
This will never die.
I talked
This
about
is your,
you. Let's get on her. I talked about you on the Rapper Show.
I'm going to
too.
get to that.
Oh, okay.
This is your Hamlet.
Yeah, my Hamlet. It's time for me to pile on to you today.
Well, we'll get to her.
No, we'll get to her now.
Now?
Enough of this.
Here's Ron.
We had enough of
Let me
this
ask you,
already.
one of a kind.
Yeah.
Is that
not-
an insult?
Is that? It's not as good as super sexy smoking hot, right?
No, it is.
Oh, it is. It's better.
It's better.
Why?
One of a
though?
kind.
One of a
Tell.
kind could be bad looking. Like one of a kind could be like she's just
Yeah, but
kinda
you're not putting it that way. You know, you're putting it so. You know.
All right. I saw it as potentially kind of like a bummer for her. And
No.
when she was
definitely.
rubbing your nipples, were they really distracting you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like Blue Iris was one of a kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, but this is a different one of a kind.
I'm actually caught up in his definitions
And what they mean.
and what they mean. You want to just hear a League of Your Own or Girl You Can Fall in Love with?
I want to hear that one.
All right, then we'll get to
I
it.
love that
That's
one.
Wendy.
All right, we're outside my booth, the Rick's booth. All the other places, we're just visiting. This is my home, and I'm here. I'm continuing my dictionary of hot girls at the Gentlemen's Club's. The Gentlemen's Club Expo. I'm continuing on with. She's grabbing my hand. I don't like that. Anyway, Wendy is going into my dictionary. I know Wendy a long time. We go back a long ways. Wendy is not only beautiful, not only hot, not only smoking hot, but Wendy's the kind of girl you could fall in love with. And that's all I'm going to say.
She liked that, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She fell for that hook, line, and sinker.
Right. Look at him. Is he charming or what? Is he charming?
He's one of a kind.
I'm one of a kind.
You're super smoking one of a kind.
Right, exactly. There you go.
She liked
How
it
did we
too.
wind up on this again, by
Didn't
the
she
way?
go like, oh,
Yeah,
like she liked it?
She
Yeah,
melted.
Right here, right here.
Yeah, she melted.
Wendy's the kind of girl you can fall in love with.
She's gonna be nice now.
That's
So say that like that. Say so. Okay. So my final definition on her is
my final definition on Wendy, which has been for quite a while now, is the kind of girl you can fall in love with. So that goes into my dictionary in a very special place.
Imagine Wendy, the lovely life she'd have with Ronnie. Like if she falls in love with him and he falls in love with her, the two of them could just be so happy. I don't know what's holding you two kids back.
Okay. All right.
How old is she, Wendy? About 20?
No. She's
Yeah. That's what confuses you. These fucking chicks, you know, they have to treat you nice over at Rick's. You're Lonnie's best friend.
No matter what you
She
say.
doesn't even know Lonnie.
Oh,
This is in Vegas, dude.
Yeah, but they know.
Yeah, okay.
They know it's
Whatever you
They
say.
came from another Rick.
Whatever you
Yeah.
say, okay.
They come from Rick's.
Whatever you say.
What do you think, Lonnie doesn't prepare them?
Yes, he
All right.
prepares.
You know he does.
He puts them in a room.
You're
and he-
there with a camera,
he puts
too.
a gun to their head and says,
You've got a
"Listen,
camera.
This is what you got to say."
You have all access to the club.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, you don't know that?
Nah. I'm dumb to that.
You think they love
I don't
you?
know. I don't know. Yeah, they love me. I know they do.
They fucking take these girls in a room and taser them until they're docile.
No, they give them shock treatment, dude.
Yeah. Anyway, so here, Ronnie was on the wrap-up show about, him giving the girls at the girls at the Stern show, the interns, definitions.
Well, smiles.
Smiles.
I wasn't giving them definitions.
No, but I mean, you're giving nicknames. You're giving out nicknames. Best you stay quiet.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not talking.
You don't need to talk to the
I'm
interns.
not talking to the girls anymore.
No, you don't need it.
No more girls.
That's not what you're here for.
Okay. All right.
Remember in the limo, you used to always keep your head forward and just drive?
Yes.
You got to do the same thing here.
Okay.
Pretend there's a partition.
Yeah, pretend there's a
I'll
limo.
carry a partition around with
Pretend
me.
you're in a limo.
Okay.
Oh, then he got on you.
When you first walked in, you didn't even go after Howard. You went after Robin, and you kept going after Robin. Do you think she was riding you a little hard?
Robin rides everybody hard now. Robin changed a lot, okay? I'm sorry.
Since when?
Robin forgot where she came from and all her old friends that she left behind.
What does that mean?
Sounds like you left Ronnie behind.
No. It wasn't me, dude. It wasn't me.
All right.
What?
I was just in the group of these people.
Right.
It wasn't me. I don't give a shit. I don't need any friends.
You do the same thing, You left your old friends.
No, I didn't. They left me
Okay.
behind, dude. They ditched my ass.
Who? Who are you talking
The
about?
the same person that I said that she ditched me. Your boy Neil Drake, okay?
I ditched Neil?
That's right.
I think Neil ditched all of us.
He cries about it all the time.
I thought you weren't talking to him.
Well, he's not talking to me, basically.
Yeah, but you ditch friends too.
Who did I ditch? They all ditched me.
No.
Yeah,
you
who-
ditch. I'm thinking of someone.
Oh,
you just
okay,
ditched.
yeah, okay.
Who'd you
well,
ditch?
there was a reason for it.
No, there was no reason for that.
Yes, there was.
Who you
Why do
talking
you
about?
say?
Who are you talking about?
Jack.
No.
Who are you talking about?
Mike.
Well, there's a reason for that, too.
Oh, see?
there's always
so
a
there's a reason, so how come
Oh,
Robin
whoa.
can't?
What, does he cry to you about it?
No.
Oh, obviously he does. Boo-hoo.
I said, have you spoken with Ronnie? And he goes, I haven't heard from him. Hasn't called me back.
The only time he calls me is when he needs something.
All right.
Okay?
Okay.
He needs a favor. He needs this. He needs that. It's the only time. He actually, dude, he called me 2 weeks ago. Leaves me a message. I guess you're not really talking to me, but that means you can't help me out with something in Vegas.
Wow. There
Okay?
you go.
See? There you go.
All right. You ditch a lot of your
So
friends
I've
too?
I didn't
forgotten
ditch-
where I came from.
I didn't say where you came, about where you came. It's about your friends that used to help you
No, 'cause Robin
going
used to-
back. That's why you're depressed.
Robin used
That's why you're fucking depressed.
Robin used to.
That's why you're depressed.
I think,
You're nuts.
I think getting away from
I'm
you.
not nuts.
I
I'm
think-
You're
not nuts.
I spent one day depressed.
Wait a
If
minute.
that's
No.
all it takes.
Come on, let's get it out on the table. How many times? How much shit did Neil help you out with going back years ago?
Neil and I used to hang all the time.
Yeah,
it
but
wasn't a help
what
out
happened?
situation. We used to hang out.
What happened, Robin? How come you don't
Neil
hang?
got
How
married.
come you don't call Neil
got
anymore? How
married
come
and
you
never
don't talk to
comes
Neil?
into the city.
How about Bonnie? You never talk to her anymore either.
Oh my God.
Neither do you.
Yeah. Why
Yes,
don't
I
you?
do. I was with her Saturday.
Well, good for you.
There you
How
go.
do I know what's going on over there?
Yeah. Well, you don't talk to her. You guys used to go out for dinner. Used to go to the theater. What happened?
Oh my. Oh
Wow.
my.
I don't care about me.
You
I
don't,
don't give a
you don't want me to tell you why I don't do anything about that, do you?
Yeah, you could tell me. Go ahead.
Well,
Just
I
because
don't
we're
want to get into it.
dude, just because we're split up, that means doesn't mean
I
that
don't know
doesn't
what's
mean you
going
can't.
on.
That
I
doesn't
don't
mean
want to be in the middle of
doesn't-
anything.
There's
so
nothing to be in the middle of.
I don't want to be
Why?
in the middle of
Why?
anything.
She can't be-
so
works
I
with
sort
you.
of
She doesn't know
backed
what-
up.
she
backed
doesn't know
up.
what-
you still
You're
can't
not
be
telling me
friends. I
everything's
didn't tell you.
okay. We
I
have a
didn't-
great we have a great relationship. So you go ahead, call
But-
Bunny. I don't.
What does that got to do with Neil?
What does that got to do
What
with
does that-
Neil?
yeah.
Neil left all of us.
Neil left all of us?
Yes.
Oh, that's not what he says.
Okay, whatever.
He says
You even said that. You said Neil left you because he went off with his rich friend.
he went off with his rich friends because everybody dumped him.
All right. So you dumped him too?
No, I didn't. He dumped me.
Well, how come he dumped
come he
you,
dumped
but
you, but
everybody
he didn't
else
dump
dumped
us?
Because
him?
his wife doesn't want him hanging out with me now that I'm not married to Bonnie anymore. Plain and simple. You think I'm stupid?
Yeah, but this was going on even while you were married to Bonnie.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I used to see Neil all the time.
Yeah.
Talk to him all the time. Now it's like, I call him, and it's like, oh, yeah, we're going to get together Thursday night. Yeah, you call me. Yeah, okay. I'm still waiting.
No.
You know,
Ronnie gets really insulted.
I'm not insulted, dude. I just
he's
know.
Insulted. You know what it is?
Dude, I'm not insulted. I just see what people are about now.
Remember,
That's
you
all.
used to go over his house to watch the WWE.
I used to go for Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Yeah. Now he's all upset.
I'm not upset.
He's
dude,
been
it's
upset
not
ever
me.
since. It's him.
Dude,
You're
you
talking about
fucking
you.
idiot.
Yeah,
what are you got a bug up your ass today on me? What is this shit?
You think Robin dumped you? You don't like it. She doesn't want to hang out with you.
She didn't dump me. I didn't say she dumped me.
She doesn't want to hang out with you.
Play the shit from the wrap-up show. I didn't say a fucking thing
but
about me.
I
I
know
said I
what's
didn't
going
care.
on here.
No, you don't know what's
You
going
want
on.
Robin to hang out with you.
Bullshit.
You think everyone's a snob.
Dude, I never hung out really with Rob. I mean, we hung out together with Bonnie and the
No one
groups.
wants to hang out with you.
It was a whole group thing. We used to hang out together.
Well, no one's looking for
It wasn't. It was just like me and Robin went out together.
Get it through your head. No one's looking for you.
I don't care, dude.
Yes, you do.
No,
You're
I
too sensitive.
don't. I'm not sensitive. I just see what fucking
Robin
people are all
doesn't want
about,
to come
though.
over your house and watch
God.
WWE. She's not into the WWE and NASCAR.
No, we wouldn't watch NASCAR. But she would sit on the floor with the little kids and watch wrestling. And you
See?
can't tell me
What'd I
shit.
tell you?
Dude,
What'd I tell you?
I don't care.
Yeah, you don't care.
Dude, I don't care.
You do too. You bring it up.
You stupid ass.
How do I know about it then?
Because I told you about it on the air,
Right,
how
you
she used to
said.
come on and watch.
That's right.
Yeah, it's okay.
You liked it. You were like, hey, Robin's
She moved
good.
on. It's
She's
fine
like
with
one
me.
of us. She comes
But
and
Neil,
watches
Neil
WWE.
was the one. Neil has always said to me, yeah, fucking Robin. I never fucking hear from her. She's another one. I never fucking
Maybe
hear
she's
from her.
moved on.
Obviously.
Didn't move anywhere.
He's a-
Neil became unavailable.
He's a married guy. He's in a different phase of life.
No, he's not.
Sure, he. What? He's gonna go out with Robin and leave his wife at home?
No.
What? He's not. Robin's gonna hang around with him and his wife?
I don't know, dude.
It's a
that's
different
not
dynamic.
Dude, that's not what I'm talking about.
It's a different dynamic.
Oh my God! See, you're twisting everything around.
And Neil only talks to you to tell you that Robin won't hang out with him.
You're probably right.
Right.
You're probably right. And he doesn't hardly talk to me now.
Right. He doesn't hang out with you.
Right.
Robin
because
doesn't
he's
hang
not
out with
allowed
him.
to, and he can't fucking tell
He's
me
not
different.
allowed to. A man's not allowed to hang out with you.
That's right.
Yeah. So you think that's the real reason?
Oh, I know it's the real reason.
I don't.
Dude, without
Neil
a
does-
doubt in my fucking
Neil
mind.
does
Because
whatever
I
he
asked.
wants.
Wait a
I
minute,
asked
hold it. You're
wait a
just
minute.
saying something right there. Is that the Neil we hung out with?
No, that's
the
not.
Neil
Neil would
who was told what to do by somebody?
No, that's not the Neil.
That's right.
All right.
Neil
Right.
does what he wants.
Right.
He doesn't want to hang out with you.
But all I'm saying is he bitched to me millions of times about
Wow.
her. Okay.
And you bitch about him.
Okay.
People move on. You don't always hang out with the same people.
But I
all the
told
time.
him, point out he's not allowed to hang out with
But
me. He
he's-
denies it.
Ronnie
he won't
used
admit
to
it.
like you'd come over for Thanksgiving and watch WWE.
Oh, dude, that's so many years ago. That's so long
And I even
over
said
with.
to Robin, how the fuck are you hanging out
Oh,
over there?
stop it. You're full
I
of
told
shit.
her to get the hell out of that madhouse.
Right. Yeah, madhouse.
Sit there with Ronnie watching WWE.
Madhouse.
I said,
Yeah.
I even said to Robin, how the hell are you sitting with Ronnie and watching WWE?
She didn't sit with
And
me.
you go, we have a
She
good
sat-
time.
We did have a good time. Don't fucking lie, because you know you had a good
I
time.
will even say we had a great time.
Yeah. Fucking.
Was it super smoking
I'm
hot?
still laughing
Bullshit, man.
about it.
Yeah, okay.
What'd you talk about over there?
What did I talk about?
No.
We talked about the WWE.
No wonder you got out of there. You mean you don't want to do that
it was
anymore?
the WWE then.
Yeah. You don't even want to talk about that? I mean, what's the matter with you? You don't want to have Thanksgiving at Ronnie's and watch WWE?
No, you don't want to have Thanksgiving at Ronnie's anymore. That's for sure.
Yeah, Ronnie changed everything.
Yeah.
You used to have fun over there.
Did Ronnie have a nickname for you, like Smiles?
No, he didn't give out nicknames at that time.
No,
It's insulting.
No, so many little kids.
All right, let's
around.
get back to Ronnie on the wrap-up show.
Here we go. No, I'm serious.
I'm asking, what do you mean by that?
What do I mean by that? Robin used to pal out with a lot of people, and now, since she changed her whole lifestyle and with the green drinks, she forgot all of her old friends, like they don't exist anymore.
Well, like who are her old
I'm not
friends?
even gonna.
Are you one of them?
No, not really. But I was involved with a group of her friends. You know, and she left them all behind. But that's fine. That's got nothing to do with me.
Why do you?
But you're not going to come after me, and I'm not going to go back after you. Fuck it. I don't take that shit. I'm sorry.
Why do you think she left her friends behind?
I don't know. I have no clue. No clue.
The new lifestyle.
Maybe you have to ask them. Maybe they can answer it for you.
Yeah, I don't know who they are.
Yeah, and they're not here.
You know who some of them are, Gary. So don't tell me you don't know.
You're not talking about like the witches and the coven and that stuff, are you?
Yeah, no. Ask her the last time she talked to the guy who used to bail her out of a lot of stuff, Neil Drake. Ask her the last time she talked to him. Ask her.
But you have a lot of friends that you don't hang out with anymore. There's
there's a ton of them now.
Right. So there you go.
There's a shitload of them now,
Right.
boy.
Circumstances change.
Yeah.
They sure do.
All right, but why wouldn't it be nice for her to be that she was friends with him all these years?
Does she have to lock it?
No,
How do you know?
Like, call him up and say, hey, Neil, how are you?
How do you
but
know?
You know, our
How
lives
do you
went
know?
in different directions now. Don't take it the wrong way that we don't hang out anymore.
How do you know
We
that?
were friends for years.
Do you know how you say, like, oh, this guy asks me for stuff all the time?
Yeah.
How do you know that something didn't rub her the wrong way? Or how do you know something she just said, you know what, it's not fun for me anymore. I want to move on.
Okay,
You know, what's
fine.
the
Well,
matter
tell
with
the
you?
person
Doesn't mean
that.
she's a snob.
Tell the person that. I told Gaffney that. I told him plain out, dude. The only time you fucking call me is when you need something.
I didn't plan to drop anybody. Life changed, and they weren't around anymore.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay.
End of story.
I know now. I know why you're depressed.
I'm not depressed
You
at
said you were
all
depressed.
about my friends. I love my friends.
Okay.
All right. Well, anyway, Ronnie.
All right. Fine with me. I got no problem with
Listen,
it.
you got all new friends, too. You missed the strip club.
Yeah, Mr. Strip Club.
That's right.
I'm not only friends with Ronnie, okay? I have other friends.
I know. But I'm just saying, all of a sudden, you're a different guy.
I'm a different guy. Right.
That's right.
I'm a different guy.
And all of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
Hugh Hefner.
Hugh Hefner. Right.
So,
I'm getting fitted for smoking, Jack.
No one sits there and puts you down for it.
No, you are.
No,
You're
your
all
friends
over,
change.
you're all over
you
my
have
ass.
all new friends.
You're all over me.
You have new friends.
You're all over
New
me.
friends.
Another hour.
New
today.
friends.
Today's what? It's 6:45. 45 minutes already.
That's right.
From the minute the show started, all of a sudden it became me.
Who are
again.
your top 5 friends?
I don't have time. I don't
who are
have
your
any friends anymore.
Name your 5 best
I
friends.
have no friends.
Wait a minute.
I have
Just a
acquaintances.
second ago,
I don't
you
have any
had
friends. I have
friends.
acquaintances.
All right, who are your top 5 acquaintances then?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Scott the engineer. He's my top on top of
Yeah, you used to hang out with him all
I
the
do.
time.
I still.
No, you
well,
don't.
he's not allowed.
There you go.
Nobody's
Yeah,
allowed
no one's
to play
allowed.
with Ronnie
So what's
anymore.
wrong with you that no one's allowed to hang out?
Hey, I guess I'm fucking bad. I'm a bad guy. What can I say?
Right.
I'm no fucking good.
All right.
Shit happens. What can I say? You have different friends too since you got married.
Absolutely,
right?
of course.
So there you go.
Well, life always
But nobody
changes like
fucking
that.
likes me. It's fine. I don't give a fuck.
Notice none
They
of us
can go
want
to
be,
hell, all of
None
them.
of us want to be friends with you.
Good.
Who's the one variable?
I don't really care.
I like you.
I know.
I do.
I know you do.
Right.
We
All right.
bullshit. People
Right.
don't know how much you like me. you always show.
You know what my definition of
you
you
only
is?
show the bad side of me.
You know what my definition of you is?
Fucking bad side.
A
You
friend,
do.
a
Another one
friend
in
I
there.
like to keep in the closet.
That's it.
That's
Yeah,
it.
you don't want anybody to know you're friends with me.
Right. Fred, are you allowed to be friends with Ronnie?
I think so.
Yeah.
Why not?
Nobody's banned you from Ronnie?
No, I talk
As far
to
as
Fred.
I know, no.
I like Fred. I talk to
He's a
Fred
good
all
dude.
the time. We bullshit all the time.
All right.
And I like his dictionary.
Benji's another story. I don't want to talk to him
He's different.
All right. Well, why don't you like him?
because he never comes in on time.
Right. Oh, now he's on time. 2 days in a row.
Yeah. Well, that'll change, you know that.
All right. Thank you, Ron.
All right.
All right. There he is. Ronnie, the limo driver, with his definitions.
50 minutes.
50 minutes. There you go. He's a pisser. I got an email from Jerry O'Connell. It said 2 words. Ronnie, priceless.
Oh, my goodness.
He loved it.
Well, we know why from these tapes.
Mm. Greg Allman, I'm dying to interview. I've got 1,030,000,000,000 questions. 1,000,000 plus 30 billion questions for Greg.
Fascinating man.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking about Greg Allman. And I'm going back to the first album I became aware of the Allman Brothers was Live at the Fillmore East.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Eat a Peach, which was a huge...
Oh, my goodness, yeah.
Yeah, which is a great album. Even to this day, those songs hold up. And I was thinking, I believe... Now, Fred, maybe you could tell me if I'm wrong.
Go ahead.
And I don't mean to interrupt you or whatever you're doing.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Yeah, what is he
Interrupt.
doing? Yeah, go figure that out. But I was thinking about the Allman Brothers. I believe... I can't think of a band that had... I think they created Southern rock.
I would agree with you wholeheartedly.
They created a genre, don't
Yeah.
Because like Lynyrd Skynyrd came after them.
And no, everybody after
Marshall
that was
Tucker. I mean, you could
all
take any
imitated.
Marshall Tucker, Outlaws music, any of that stuff. You could almost think it was an Allman Brothers tune.
Yeah, but not as good.
But what I'm saying... Robin.
They
Come
created
on, what
a
did I say
genre?
that was so bad?
Robin, I am so angry with you for making me have a conversation with Fred.
Yeah, you're an asshole.
If you were more of a musical expert, I wouldn't have to talk to him.
I wouldn't subject you to that.
No, I'm saying Fred... All right, okay. Well, Fred agrees with me.
Yes, they created a genre.
They created a genre. I mean, come on. Come on, George. You knew that.
I knew that.
This is a legend. A real legend. Greg Allman. We're going to bring him in.
I think he's like, geez, I wish we could talk about it all day. I think you understand.
Mr. Greg Allman, how are you, sir?
All right.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Right this way. So this is your first appearance on the show.
Yes.
You looking forward to it? Are you a fan of Howard's?
Got me on the spot.
He was just mentioning what a fan he is of yours, how he used to listen to Eat a Peach in his room in high school while he was all alone.
Oh, really?
You guys were friends of his in a way.
I don't know of Howard that much.
Garrett. Yeah. Can I talk to you for a second?
Sure.
It's fine. You know what? Garrett, this is a sort of an odd dynamic on today's show. I mean, he's obviously a very quiet guest, but Howard really respects him, you know, as a musician, and he just mentioned how he used to listen to Eat a Peach all the time. How do you anticipate Howard handling this interview, because he seems very fragile?
I think he'll handle it like he handles anything. He'll sort of read what's going on and try to draw him out, and it'll take a little bit of time. But you know, I think Howard knows he's dealing with a quieter person, and he knows how to handle interviews like that. And I think it'll be. I told Greg's people, because they were a little reluctant to come in live, that this is going to be one of those interviews that everyone's going to be like, "Oh my God, your Howard interview was amazing."
And he's not good. You don't anticipate Howard going to jump right in with tough questions. It's going to be a very slow. He's going to cater to the guest.
I think so, yeah. I do. Could be wrong, but I don't think so.
All right, you're about to meet a legend, George. Not William Shatner. It's Greg Allman, who put out a book, which shocked me, actually, that Greg even cared to put out a book.
I can't understand how he had something to write. I don't think he remembers his life.
Nah, Greg knows. There he is. There's the man.
Oh my
There's
God,
the man.
he's
There's the legend. Look at you. I knew I'd meet you one day.
Hey there.
What's happening? Look at you. Let me
That's
take you
the
in.
man.
Let me stare at you a little bit. Never been this close to a legend. Take a seat.
How do you do?
Good seeing you.
Nice to meet you.
Look at you, man. What a life you've had. Why'd you write a book anyway? You know, I think the title of the book is a good name. My Cross to Bear. I feel like you really have like one of the most difficult lives and been surrounded by a lot of death. And that's got to screw a man's head up. I don't care what anyone says. You can only be so strong. Am I right?
That's a fact.
Yeah. You know, like a lot of people...
I don't know much about his early life.
Oh, I'll tell you everything.
Okay.
I know all about this guy. I've been watching him. No, I mean, you think about it. First of all, your dad died as a young man, right?
Yeah, I was 2 years old. So I never knew him.
Where'd you grow up?
I was born in Nashville, Tennessee, and I lived there until I was 9 years old, at which time the family moved to Daytona Beach, Florida.
Yeah,
That's when I started playing.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, you play mostly keyboards, right? Did you play guitar at first a lot? What was your instrument of choice when you were learning?
It was guitar.
Guitar.
I taught my brother, the basic map.
Did you?
He then quit school and just passed me like I was standing still.
How did your father die when you were 2 years old?
He had just come back from fighting in the Korean War.
Right.
And he'd been promoted to captain. And and he got the first 1949 Ford off the line, right?
Right.
And, after the family got there.
Yeah, the Ford family got their car, and then your dad got his. Yeah. How do you do that? But, all right, yeah, so he gets a car.
And so they're out celebrating him and this sergeant friend of his.
Right.
And this, of course, was a long time ago, and everything was dirt roads and cornfields. And anyway, they were shooting pool in this little beer joint. And this guy kind of sided up next to him. And mind if I shoot some pool? And the night went on and everything. Towards the end of the night, the guy asked my father, he said, "Man, could you give me a ride to my house? It's just right past the second cornfield."
Yeah.
And he said, "Sure, after you've had a few beers, hell, I'll take, you got an elephant with you? Sure, I'll take him." And so he says, "Okay, turn right up here at this dirt road going down." I would have stopped right there and said, "This is my new car. I ain't going down the dirt road."
Yeah, and they go down the dirt road.
They get about half a mile down there, and he pulls a 45 to my dad's neck. And he said, "All right, y'all get out." And
oh, my God.
So he thought they'd just come back from the Orient, that maybe they had some,
Yeah.
Because there was an officer and a master sergeant. And so anyway, the conversation went on, and he finally said, "Listen, buddy, we don't have nothing to give you. Take the car, take anything you want."
Right.
He said, "Well, buddy," he said, "now that you know my name, I gotta kill you." His name was Buddy Green.
Gee whiz.
So my father took off running, and he got him 4 times in the back.
Oh.
Wowee.
And so then...
Holy mackerel.
That's hard.
How do you know all this? Did your mother sit you down at some point?
It's not the end of it yet. I started getting letters from the prison.
Oh, they locked this guy up.
Yeah, they gave him 99 plus 1, and you can't serve the 1 until you've served it.
Right.
Yeah, they don't have that anymore, but state of Tennessee, they got...
He didn't get the death penalty, this guy, for shooting your father in the back?
I think they wanted him to just rot.
You think that's better? Are you a death penalty guy? Do you believe an eye for an eye?
I don't know. I guess until it happens to you,
yeah,
you don't really realize what your answer would be to that question.
Have you ever met the guy that killed your father?
No.
But you say he wrote to you?
But yes, he wrote me a lot of letters, and told me the whole story.
Wow.
Start to finish.
Why did he write you a lot of letters, do you think? Do you think he wrote you to absolve himself of guilt?
I'm thinking somebody came up to him at lunch one day, opens the thing, the Allman Brothers at the Nashville Municipal Auditorium.
Right.
Back for the 9th time, and look who you killed.
Wow. It was almost like he became a celebrity because he killed this famous celebrity's father. Like, it almost turned him on, maybe. Like, wow, hey, I'll write this guy a letter. Now we're connected in some way. Don't you think?
I would think that if there was other fans in the prison, he'd have a rough way to go.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you
that's
ever
true.
answer him back?
No.
How many letters did you get from him over the years?
About 6.
Do you think he felt he created you in a way? Like he somehow had something to do with you? You know, it's weird, like he'd write you all of a sudden to tell you what? Did he say he was sorry?
Oh, tearful.
Yeah.
Just begging forgiveness and all.
Right, and you wouldn't. Yeah.
I'm not the one you need to be asking forgiveness.
Are you a religious guy?
Somewhat. I'm very spiritual.
Yeah. I just, and your mother, did she carry around that bitterness about her husband being shot in the back? Like, did she sit and talk to you every day about it? Was she a depressed and sad woman?
No.
I mean, when you lose your husband, I mean, here the guy went through the Korean War. Here's the irony. He goes through the Korean War, survives, comes home, and some asshole shoots him in the back for no reason.
Just for having been there.
Don't you think, in a way, with all the, you know, with your drinking and the drugging and all that stuff, I mean, some of that's some rock star stuff, but at the same point, don't you think it was to drown out the pain of never knowing the father that you got gypped out of knowing your father?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's just, did you go into therapy about all that stuff?
I did.
Did it help?
It did.
I mean, I'd imagine a guy like you have to go into therapy for a long time after having a childhood like that. And your brother raised you, right? I mean,
yeah.
Dwayne raised you, and then Dwayne is the guy who says, hey, come on, man, let's make a band. You were afraid at first to even join a band.
The Beatles had just come out, man. Everybody, no pun, but everybody and their brother had a damn band.
Right.
And there was some competition, serious competition out there.
And you were thinking sensibly. You were saying to yourself, hey, look, man, maybe I'll join this dopey band, but I got to go get a real career. And you wanted to be a dentist or some sort of doctor, didn't you?
Dental surgeon.
A dental surgeon. Where the hell did you come up with that? Imagine Greg Allman's your
Allman working
dental
on
surgeon?
your teeth, yeah.
Hey, sing me a song, Doc. What? Seriously, I mean, where did you come up with dental surgery, boy from the South?
Well,
were you a good student?
No. I was a very good student.
Oh, were you?
Valedictorian 2 years.
Get the hell out. You were the valedictorian of your high school.
Twice.
Were you? And so you said, I'm going to take my brains and use them toward a stable career. You were thinking.
I went to military school in the 3rd grade, 4th grade, 10th grade, and 11th.
Your mother sent you away.
My grades were going.
Why? Because your brother was a bad influence?
No, because of
the guitar.
Music, huh?
You found the guitar, and the guitar distracted you so much you couldn't study anymore.
Oh, man, I rarely ate.
But the guitar was an obsession with you.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't it weird, though, you never became like a lead guitarist? You were.
I was at first, and my brother sang. My brother could not sing.
You guys got mixed up.
And I could not play.
You know, it's a funny thing. I think you dispel this in the book. You know, when I think of you and your brother, I get this romantic notion of the two brothers against the world, you know, playing in a band. But there was a lot of shitty times between you and your brother, right? I mean, you had a lot of resentment toward your brother. It wasn't all, like, super wonderful.
It always seemed to me that Greg was trying to bolt the band.
Yeah. Was your brother a prick to you at times? Was he just really mean to you? Is that because older brothers can be that way, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would he beat you up physically? And because he felt he had to be the man in the family and teach you a lesson, right?
And so he was going to be the leader of the band, too.
Right.
Yeah, it was kind of a happy, sad type thing. You know, he could, and did usually, see to it that I got an ass whipping at least once, at least 3-4 times a week.
Wow.
When you say an ass whipping, how severe was it?
Oh, well, no, I mean, it's not breaking any bones or anything.
But he punched you in the face, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty fucked up.
I've seen brothers fight, and it can be vicious.
So, do you ever say to yourself, well, why wasn't my brother more loving to me? You know, why? Do you think he was taking out do you think he was angry with you because he had to be a father to you? Like, you gave him all this responsibility?
Well, at the same time, I know this might sound strange, but at the same time, he, I mean, if anybody else tried to mess with me, oh, look out.
Yeah, but that's trying to make something good. I mean, he had no right to sit there and beat the shit out of you, and your mother was probably...
Right, you were his punching bag. Nobody else could punch you.
You see, and your mother didn't protect you through all that, did she?
Nope.
No. So that's what you're really angry about. I mean, that's what the drinking and all that shit leads to, right? That comes from all that anger, right?
Could be.
Yeah, I would say so. I'd be pissed.
But then you wind up losing your brother.
Well, before we get to that, so when your brother says to you, hey, let's start a band called the Allman Brothers Band, you probably said to yourself, I don't want to throw in this maniac. I finally got rid of him. I finally don't have him punching me in the face every day. Right? I mean, why in your right mind would you join the Allman Brothers Band with the brother who was so brutal to you? Did you ever think about that?
Yeah.
Well, he had a smart technique with you. He'd challenge you, wouldn't he? He'd say to you, you're a pussy. Why don't you join this band? What are you, afraid to write a song? Like he would like almost attack you for being a pussy for not joining the band, right?
Everything was a competition.
Yeah. Is that true?
Not on this particular case, but in other things in life, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's a weird thing. And for you, had you ever did you used to write songs with him? Is that how it started? Because I mean, you were the songwriter in the family. He needed you more than you needed him. The songwriter's the backbone, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Got to have something to play.
So he gets you in the band, and turns out you wrote some pretty damn good songs, but you were afraid to write, right?
Afraid to write?
Yeah. Like, I mean, where do you get the balls to come up with a song and think it's any good? You know what I mean? When you're writing a song like, you know, I don't know.
Who has the nerve to write a song?
Yeah, I mean... Did you ever say to yourself, shit, I'm supposed to be a dentist. What the hell am I doing? Don't you think that the Allman Brothers Band created a genre of music? I was thinking about this yesterday when I knew you were coming in. I said to myself, like, Lynyrd Skynyrd, The Outlaws, Marshall Tucker Band, all these Southern rock bands. Before you guys, I don't think there was even a genre of music like this. Can you think of anyone who was doing anything like this?
No.
So, I mean, you're as innovative as any band out there. Do you think you get your credit? Do you think you get due credit?
No.
Why do you get not enough credit? Why do you think you're, I'm not going to say disrespected, but why do you think you're not more respected?
Well, I don't know. We just, you know, we're one of those show me bands, you know.
In other words,
I mean, the way we made it, you know, you're always getting that question.
Yeah.
How'd you know when you made it? Yeah.
Do you think you made it yet? You ready to say you made it? When your brother who I think was brilliant. Whose idea was it to have two lead guitar players playing off each other? Was that your brother?
He formed the whole band.
Right.
Then he called me.
So everything was in place.
And he said, I need you to come round this whole thing up and send it somewhere. Meaning writing.
Right.
And singing. And, I later found out from some of the other guys that he'd said, like, wait till my baby brother gets here.
Right. In other words,
so he had a grudging respect for you.
Yeah, he did. He needed you. There's no question about it. And do you hate, like, you don't ride did you ever ride a motorcycle in your life?
I have 3 of them.
You still do? Mm. When your brother dies of a motorcycle accident, and then a couple of years later another band member dies in a motorcycle accident, don't you just say to yourself, I hate motorcycles. They took my brother. They took my bass player. I hate motorcycles.
I love them.
You love them. Was your brother riding with a helmet? No helmet, right?
Yeah.
He had a helmet.
He was just doing... He had 2 speeds parked in 100.
Was he like? I never get that. When you have such a great life and your band is taking off and you're on top of the world, there's no mechanism that says, you know what, man, I'm not driving a motorcycle. Yeah, maybe it's fun, but fuck it.
But I'll drive it 30 miles an hour.
Yeah, it's like it's a. Do you think it's a death wish in your family?
I don't know, man.
I mean, it's wild.
But everything to extreme.
Yeah. Extreme, and you're an extreme guy. I mean, like you wouldn't have 10 drinks. You'd have a whole bottle of whiskey in the morning. Whatever you did, you consumed. I mean, you are fierce in the fact that you're not afraid to even destroy yourself, right? I mean, there's no fear on your part.
Well, I'm working on it.
And so you will go out to this day and ride a motorcycle.
Well, I just had a hernia operation. I'm not quite strong enough.
And you had a liver transplant 2 years ago. Is that the worst? Is that a very painful operation?
Oh God,
awful.
Man, let me tell you, they had to put this thing up between your organs and the bone that spread your rib cage.
Oh, that sounds painful.
And that like pulls all the bones not out of the cartilage, but it just
stretches it.
Then they got to seed back in. That takes forever.
Oh.
And
Wow.
that is painful.
Well, whose liver is it? Do we know whose liver is living inside of you?
It's a 29-year-old liver.
A 29-year-old liver. They don't tell you who the person was. They don't tell you the family.
They after a year has passed, they give you the little. It's all marked and everything, you know.
Yeah.
It gives you the information.
And you can write your first name only, and write a letter, short letter to the family. If they respond, then hey, y'all can go ahead and have a relationship.
Did you write the letter?
I did.
Did you get a response?
No.
You did not?
Did not.
Does that drive you crazy? It's kind of like, aren't you curious, like why they didn't write back?
Yeah, because they gave you the gift of life.
Yeah.
Well, I've tried. I guess I've done my part.
Did you tell them who you were?
Only first name.
I'd be like,
all
hey,
I could use.
look how cool. Oh, you can only use your first name. That's right. Oh, shit. You should use your last name.
I put Allman,
Do you think, this is the sick part of celebrity, do you think if you were able to write your full name, you would have gotten a letter back? I think so. Yeah. It's crazy, right? Being famous is crazy, isn't it? It really is. But your liver has taken. I mean, you are in good health, yes?
Yeah. Liver's doing wonderful.
And what is the difference between having had, you were really sick, and then you get the liver transplant? I mean, it just, like, you wake up and you're cured, right?
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Well-
are you still in pain from the operation?
A little bit.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, you just had another operation. You don't know what you're made from.
Yeah. Listen, with your background, it's a miracle you're still alive, right? That's the way you got to look at it. If you knew now what it's like to be older and be going through liver transplants and all this other stuff, do you think you would have lived a whole different life? Do you think you never would have taken a drink? Do you think you never would have used drugs? Do you think you would have just behaved a whole different way toward your body?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
no doubt.
You could tell kids all day that story, but they don't listen,
Then
right?
nobody listens.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
might save one of them. All
Right.
it takes is a blood test, or you can go to tune in to 𝗦𝗵cie.com.
They say a lot of people, particularly in my generation, should be tested because they don't know they have Hep C. That
Really?
there's
Right.
a lot of people who have it, and you believe you got it from a bad tattoo needle.
Right, that's what the doctors think.
I mean, 'cause
I'm looking at all your tattoos. You got a lot of them.
yeah. And so back then, when you got your tattoos, it's not as prevalent getting tattoos. When you got tattoos, it was a little more edgy, right? Now everybody's got a tattoo.
Right.
But the conditions, I guess, weren't so clean. Like, where did you go to get these tattoos? Were they like really seedy places?
Well, I could tell you exactly the place. No, this guy was very
Clean?
No, he was very well known.
Right.
And you use the same person all the time?
Well, at first,
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think he got Hep C? Do you think he just wasn't careful with his needles?
Well, I remember this. I walked in there in San Francisco, and I walked up the big long steps, and it said, "Welcome, art lovers,"
Yeah.
all that stuff.
That's me.
I'm an art lover.
So I go in there, and the brothers all had a mushroom tattooed right here on their leg.
Yeah.
And
What the hell was that about?
my brother's idea. Well, that's our logo.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, why was the mushroom the logo, do you think? Because of magic mushrooms and stuff?
These people came up from Gainesville, Florida, where they were studying some kind of medicine, and they got a hold of a tabbing machine, and so they trounced out through the cow patties and picked just
mushrooms,
big bags of mushrooms, right? Then they were able to get the essence out, mix them with a little just nothing, to form the tab.
Wow.
I mean, it's one thing to get caught with drugs, but you get caught with a tabbing machine. Oh.
Yeah, that's a different story. That's like a manufacturer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you go into the tattoo place to get the meth mushrooms on your legs.
Right.
Yeah.
And I got another one up here of a centaur.
Right.
Anyway, I walked up, and he had a desk. It was turned sideways. And there were two galvanized buckets. One of them was just clear. Could have been water, could have been gasoline, could have been vodka, I don't know.
Right.
And the other one, it looked like real dark red wine. Anyway, there were these things, long things, sticking out of them.
Out of the buckets. Yeah.
Those are needles that had already been used.
Right.
Oh.
So he took two of them out of the red bucket, and he slung it up on he slung it up on the wall, and then he put it in the clear bucket.
Cleaned it off.
Slung that off from the wall, and then he had a pretty tight place, except for that wall.
Yeah.
But you can tell, I mean, it was blood.
Right.
I'd never been there before. I didn't know what the whole protocol was.
Right.
So He's, what you want and what color.
Can you imagine?
I could have gotten AIDS, man. I got off easy.
Yeah, you actually did. I mean, not that, listen, Hep C.
Nothing's easy. I mean, losing your liver.
Right.
Then long about...
Do you hate your tattoos because they gave you Hep C? Do you hate them?
No.
No. You don't have that feeling about it.
No.
Do you ever say to yourself, shit, I never should have gotten tattooed. What the hell was I thinking? You see, I would just beat myself up.
If you walked into a room with a guy with a bucket that was red and a bucket that was clear, you'd be on your way out.
Well, that's true.
But this is long before
ago,
any AIDS.
Yeah, right. You didn't think about it.
Oh, I forget that you came up in the era before AIDS, so you must have had tons of sex.
Well, you kidding? Well, of course he did. He was a rock star. But you want to know something that's weird? You know what? I remember being in college, and I remember listening to Eat a Peach and stuff.
Yeah.
And I never used, I think sometimes I used a rubber with a chick, but sometimes I didn't.
Right.
Like the chick would be on a pill because you didn't know about AIDS or anything else.
None of that stuff.
I don't ever remember. You know, there was a period of time you didn't think about it.
That was just all you thought about was you could possibly get somebody pregnant.
Right.
Or, some other sexual disease, but you could take get a shot for it.
And nobody wanted my baby, so I didn't worry about getting anybody pregnant. Nobody was looking for me to be the father of their kid. Not with this face and my income.
Yeah, it was free love.
Yeah, free love. Yeah, well, everything has a price.
We didn't know that then.
Hey, did you once see Jimi Hendrix play live and you were not impressed? Is that true? Like, you didn't think he was that great?
You got the wrong guy here.
Do I?
I believe so.
You loved Hendrix, right?
Oh, yeah.
And you saw him play?
Briefly hanging over this wall.
What was he doing? He was high as a kite, I guess, huh?
Well, no, was he high as a kite?
Yeah, why was he hanging off a wall?
No, I was hanging off.
Oh, you were hanging off the wall.
Yeah, that's how you saw him.
I was backstage at the Atlanta Pop Festival. And he came on real late, man.
Yeah.
And but I'd heard all his records. And I wanted to see. Here's what I wanted to see, because he used a lot of echo and a lot of tricks and everything on that. Well, this tricks. Pardon me. Scratch that. He used a lot of studio.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
And I wanted to see what he had cooked up for live,
Right. It's a different story live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
And did he disappoint?
Not at all.
Yeah, I heard it. I heard stories that Clapton was so blown out when he saw Hendrix, he almost thought about giving up the guitar. That's how good he thought Hendrix was. Like, it was just like they all had to go back and rethink their whole attitude toward playing and writing songs. Yeah. He didn't affect you that much, huh?
And British blues.
Yeah. It's a funny thing. I'm thinking about the Allman Brothers Band, and I'm thinking about that the Allman Brothers Band never got the amount of respect like a Hendrix, or even like Cream, or a lot of these bands. And I can't quite put my finger on why, because I mean, certainly in terms of hit songs, you could name 100 Allman Brothers songs that are absolutely some of the greatest songs ever written. And I still can't get back to that point, And I bet you that's frustrating to you. Maybe that's why you even wrote the book, just to set the record straight and say, hey, man, look at what we did. Look at the accomplishments. Don't forget who we are, right?
Might have been, yeah. I might have thought about that.
Yeah. It wasn't for the money. You got enough money, right?
Right.
You had years where I read a story, and I think you get in this in the book, that the song "Sweet Melissa," which you wrote, you needed money at the time, and some manager, he came up to you and said, "Hey, I'll give you $250 if you put
Steve Alamo."
Yeah, if you put my name as a co-writer on that song, I'll give you $250. And you took the deal.
No.
You set that record straight.
That's not the. Yeah.
What
we were
happened?
hungry. The whole band was hungry.
Well, you're starving.
I said, man, you just hold this song.
Right.
If you can give me $250 on it, I would greatly appreciate it because my band is starving.
Right.
And, you know, anybody made of anything would have said, come on, man, I'll feed the band.
Right.
You know?
Sure.
And so I came back and I said, I need my tune back, you know.
Give me my song.
Here's your your $250, you know.
Yeah.
And he said, I'm sorry, I don't think that's the number we're talking about.
Yeah.
I said, we weren't talking about any number. I said, all right. And I see what he was playing, and I said, well, how about 10,000? And
yeah.
So I just said something really foul to him.
Yeah.
He's a real parasite.
And he put his name on the song.
I know.
And he still gets money?
No.
No.
How'd you get the song back?
Well, I have a good attorney.
Yeah. Boy, musicians really do get fucked over, right? Because you're so busy being a musician, you're not sitting there worrying about the
And
laws.
it's almost like mobsters, some of these guys you run into.
Yeah.
Huh?
Are you bitter about the music industry? Because, you know, even by the time you wrote Sweet Melissa, I mean, the band was doing okay, right? I mean, you guys were starting to happen.
No, that's the first song I ever wrote.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
that
that.
when I was 17.
No kidding. Was it about an actual girl named Melissa?
It was I was out on the road for the first time.
Yeah.
And I guess I was a little homesick. So I just invented this girl, and I wrote the whole damn song, except for the title. But back home, he'll always run to sweet Barbara.
Don't work.
To sweet, you know, we need 3-syllable now.
Yeah.
So I finally just, anytime you get hung up on something, it's best just put it down.
Yeah.
And when you pick it up again later, who knows, maybe you'll have different thoughts.
I saw you guys play at the Fillmore. You opened for Blood, Sweat, and Tears. You opened for Blood, Sweat, and Tears.
Let me finish this story.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, Sweet Melissa. Sorry, I thought you were done.
So it was my turn to go to the grocery.
Right.
And get coffee and sugar and all that stuff. Beans and bacon, you know.
All the good
you need
stuff.
Out on the range.
Right.
Anyway, me and another person were the only ones, because it was like 4 in the morning. And so this was an old Spanish lady, I guess her granddaughter. And, you know, she was a real big lady, and she had, she just, you could tell that she was just she couldn't speak much English at all.
Right.
Anyway, the little toddler had just learned that she had legs that worked. Boy, she was
running around.
I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And she took off one time, way out of earshot, and the lady yells, "Melissa, come back, Melissa!" I went, "Oh."
There it is.
Melissa.
Sweet Melissa.
I started to go up and kiss her on the cheek, but she'd probably call the law.
That was it. The 3-syllable name you needed. That is crazy how that works.
If you hadn't gone to the store, you would have missed it.
I thought it was for sure was some broad you were trying to bang, you know. Who knew? 17 you wrote that. Isn't that crazy?
Wow. Yeah.
Most of the songs, they come to you quick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to sit there and labor over them when they're that good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
did you ever say to the other guys, hey, why don't you guys write a few good fucking songs instead of laying it all on me? Do you think you should have been a solo artist? Do you think that, like, just like, maybe you should have just written all these songs and recorded them yourself and not even
You did some solo stuff.
No, but I mean, do you think instead of even ever joining up with your brother in the Allman Brothers band, did you ever get resentful? Like, hey, I'm writing all these songs for these guys. I could have just kept them all for myself, you know? That thought ever occur to you?
Mm-hmm.
It did. Regrets?
Well, you know, I have another band, and it's called Great Allman and Friends. And Warren Haynes has another band, Government Mule.
Mm-hmm.
Derek has another band. But you know what? It just ain't like playing with the Allman Brothers.
Yeah. It's just, right. It's that thing.
It's that thing.
Yeah.
We're trying to explain this to other people. They don't get it.
You know, a lot of your book, not a lot of your book, but some of your book deals with your marriage to Cher. I remember being all freaked out by that because, I was an Allman Brothers fan, and all of a sudden you end up with Cher. And I was so jealous, man, because she was like such a hot chick, you know? I mean, I was like, man, she got a smoking fucking body. What you must be doing to her, it must be crazy, you know?
How do you hook up with Cher?
Yeah, I mean, you look back on that as something you remember fondly, or are you just disgusted by that whole segment of your life?
No, I look back on it very fondly.
You tell some great stories. I mean, the story...
It would be a wonder, because you just wouldn't imagine Cher and Greg hanging out in the same place.
No, in fact, I remember when All Man and Woman came out. I don't mean to bring up any bad memories, but I remember that album, All Man and Woman, and you describe in your book, I get it. Like, you're married to the woman, she says to you, hey, you're a great songwriter, let's do an album together. And you're like, hey, she's my wife. I can't say no.
Yeah, she's a singer.
I'm gonna make an album with her, and you did, but you were not fond of the album, right? You just kind of.
Well, it started off. She said, "I want you in there," I mean, she says, I got a producer, but maybe you go in as co-producer. I forget who. Who was producing it?
Some dude. Oh, wasn't that Perry guy? No. Rick Perry or something. What the hell is that guy's name?
I don't know.
He was the governor of Texas. Right?
Yeah, really.
I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, so you and Cher go into the studio. She was cutting an album, and then all of a sudden she wanted you in there, and then next thing you know, you're recording with her.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And did you know it was going wrong while you were doing it?
I'd say that's a yes.
Well,
it was a weird scene, right? Because, like, you guys would go on tour together, you and Cher, and then, as you described, Cher's fans would be fighting with your fans because they were so different. It had to be the weirdest
you'd
vibe.
You'd have the backpackers over here, and you'd have the tuxedos over here.
Yeah, it's crazy.
And these guys was throw the bitch off the stage.
That's your wife, meanwhile. Was that like a crazy decision in your life? Because, like, you knew each other a couple of days and then you got married.
Yeah.
I mean, was that like the craziest thing you've ever done?
That was her idea.
That was her idea. You just went along for the ride, right?
Well, no, I was into it a little deeper than that.
Yeah. How long did that whole thing last? A couple of months, right?
3 hours. 3 years.
3 years it did? Mm-hmm. I didn't even realize it was that long.
Well, it had to have lasted sometimes because Chastity told us the story, Chaz told us the story of you picking him up from school.
Chaz was on the show, I don't know, 6 months ago or so. Do you know this story? You have a question mark. Chaz says you were so out of it that day. You picked her up from school, and then, like, you had to pull over the side of the road and go to sleep, and, like, for a while, just Chaz was sitting there with you for a long time and couldn't get home. Do you have any recollection of that?
You picked her up, and you got home at 11 o'clock that night.
Yeah, from school, and Cher was all pissed off. This is what Chastity told me. I don't know.
You have no recollection.
And you know what? Greg, she says that's the day she decided to become a guy. She'd had it. You don't speak to Cher anymore, though, right? I mean,
yeah.
Oh, you do?
Every now and then.
About your son and stuff, right?
Yeah.
You close to him, or was that an impossible situation?
I don't know. He stays abroad quite a bit.
Does he? I had him on the show. He's a nice kid.
Yeah.
I mean, we had a nice conversation and stuff.
Greg said that, like, oh, he is?
Yeah. But, I mean, sometimes in divorce, that's what happens, right? I mean, it's hard to maintain a relationship with the kids. They usually side with one parent or the other. True?
Exactly.
Yeah. Is that a sadness in your life?
No, because they, well, I got, out of 4, I got 3 musicians.
Right.
And a nurse.
Who you're close with?
Well, I'm close with all of them.
And Elijah, too?
Well, no.
No. That's the only one.
Well, he stays gone all the time.
Yeah.
Did you share custody? Did he come visit when he was growing up?
He can come visit any time he likes.
Yeah.
He's welcome.
And, yeah.
Yeah.
And she wouldn't hold him back.
Uh-huh.
That's for sure.
Yeah.
And so he comes from time to time. I have all my kids at Christmas.
Yeah.
Right.
The whole damn clan down there.
I remember, a friend of mine was talking about the Allman Brothers, and you guys are a legendary jam band. You guys, you've done 6-hour shows. I mean, literally played for 6 hours.
Oh yeah.
And that's just from the pure joy of playing, right? I mean, you don't have to stay out there for 6 hours.
No.
Some friend of mine told me a legendary story about you. He said that he was at one of your shows, and it was going on and on. I mean, you guys were really in the mood to play, And there was a hot chick in the audience. And all of a sudden, the hot chick was gone. And then you left the stage, too, for a while. There was some kind of guitar solo going on, or somebody was
playing?
Somebody was doing something. The chick disappeared. You disappeared. And then later on, she showed back up in the audience, and you showed up back on stage. Like, you could have a whole life during a jam, right? I mean, you can actually leave the stage, go off, hook up with a chick, and then
have a whole relationship.
And have a whole relationship in that time that you're off the stage, right? I mean, is that the truth? Someone told me you got your new liver during a jam. Like, you just went out to the hospital, you got a liver, and you came back on stage. I don't know.
It was a quickie, right?
Quickie, man. Well, listen, the legendary Greg Allman. I mean, what am I going to say, man? You're amazing. A legendary band. The new book is called My Cross to Bear. It's a fascinating story. Did you remember a lot of it, or did you have to go back and ask a lot of people to cooperate with you?
I had, it's really amazing how sometimes stuff just falls in line.
Yeah.
I love when that happens.
Yeah.
Anyway, there happened to be a guy on the Allman Brothers road crew who had this strange knack of, you could ask him, all right, where did his brothers play June 3rd, 1979?
Yeah. He's the guy. Yeah, I have a guy like that, Gary Baba Booey. He knows everything. I don't remember one thing about my career.
Well, save him, because if you ever do write your memoirs, you need the hardest part of it is the chronological order.
That's right.
And this guy knew it. He said, "Don't you remember that was after?" No, I don't remember.
No, it's unbelievable.
Too much stuff going on in here.
You don't practice anymore, do you? You don't actually physically sit down every day and play music, do you?
No, I sit down and write.
You do?
Do you?
You still write songs?
Oh, yeah.
You can't stop that.
Why would I want to?
And what about your voice? Do you practice singing? Do you vocalize every day? Or
I hit the shower pretty heavy.
Yeah, me too.
But see, I got a studio built onto my house.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it just fits me and my band. And we mainly use it for like before a big run.
Uh-huh.
We'll all meet at my house and just play the show down.
Where do you live?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
And what's the marital status now? Do you have a...
You got a wife, right?
A wife?
I'm engaged to be married.
Look at you.
Right.
Now, what number wife is this?
Oh, please.
Come on, seriously.
Number one.
The number one wife.
What?
Good answer. Hey, what the hell? You think you got it right this time?
I know I do.
You have love. You finally have love. And also has something to do with your age, too, right? I mean, you're not the crazy young man who had to feel... You felt like you had to grab everything, you know, every woman, every drug, every drink, right?
Right, yeah.
You don't have that hunger anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's some young broad? How much younger is she than you?
Oh...
I'm guessing 20 years at least.
At least.
Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in stores now. It's a fascinating life. You go into everything. I don't think you avoided
He
any
doesn't
subject.
avoid any of it, huh?
No, I think probably, I thought maybe you would avoid the sort of the sense of history of... there was a terrible time in your life when you got busted for drugs or something, and then everyone accused you of selling out this guy who you had to testify against, and he didn't spend that much time in jail anyway, did he? But that was a whole painful period in your life, right?
It really was.
And you had to, because people were turning on you, friends and stuff. They're calling you a narc and all of this stuff.
Yeah.
And you address it in the book, right?
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
And what do you say in the book? Do you explain to them that, hey, that wasn't the case?
Basically just say what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let the record stand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think music and drugs just go together? Rock and roll and drugs? You know, it was always sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Because so many musicians, great musicians, wind up with drug problems.
Well,
I think fucked up childhood and drugs go together.
And rock and roll.
Greg Allman had, I'm answering for you, but you had a very difficult childhood.
Yes, I did.
So is it rock and roll and drugs, or is it the childhood and drugs?
I think maybe the collection of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
And did you think that, because a lot of times we think you have this incredible gift. You can write music, you can sing, you can work it out with other musicians. That's an incredible thing. Why do you risk losing it with drugs and alcohol and...
Yeah, but then why do you risk even going into that business? You think about it. It's such a risky business anyway.
So you're risk takers right from the very beginning.
Rock and roll guys are risk takers.
Yeah.
They don't have shit to fall back on for the most part, you know? You didn't go to dental school and then be in the Allman Brothers part-time.
But you never sit there and think, I shouldn't take that drug because I might ruin the brain that writes Sweet Melissa.
Yeah.
Well, now, just hold it a minute.
That's a lot on the table.
It seemed like if there was a right way to do it, I did it.
You did?
Because I had this pharmacist just right in the pocket, and he would deliver it, and
so you thought your drugs were pure because you were...
Well, no, they were all pharmaceutical.
Right.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
All your drugs were pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
So you weren't a heroin guy. You were more like barbiturates and all that kind of stuff.
No, I was a heroin guy. Dilaudid.
Oh, Dilaudid.
Yeah.
That shit's addictive. How the hell did you get off that?
Oh, man, it wasn't easy.
Did you go to rehab?
Went to 14 of them.
Wow.
But there was always this little voice back here saying, I do the dance for them.
Right.
When they cooled out, get off my back.
I'll get
Further on down, have me a cold beer or two watching the game. What the hell?
Yeah.
You go from that. I mean, by nightfall, you're into the vodka.
You talk about drugs. I mean, one of the stories in your book is that the first time you went out with Cher, you nodded out. Like, it's amazing she gave you a second date because you nodded off, right, during the first date.
I was a little tired.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was that drugs or was she boring? Come on.
Yeah, maybe she was boring.
No, she was not boring.
Not boring.
Yeah.
No.
And you even say in your book that sexually, you guys, when you finally had your night of passion, it was the second date. For some reason, she gave you a second date. She says, I think she even claims it was the most dynamic sex of her life. But God knows what you did to her. That's what you ought to tell me.
Right, that should be in the book.
What the hell did you do to that woman?
Did you have other famous women?
Yes. Don't say no. Of course you did. Don't lie about that. That's something to be proud of. All right, anyway, listen, you could go on all day with this. Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in stores now. It's a very honest appraisal. You did it. Why'd you do it? You didn't need the money. It's just to set the record straight, right? That's
it. Well, that, and, at first it was just a journal because I thought, one day I'll be on my porch in my rocking chair with a blanket around me, and I might want to flip through these pages and relive it.
So that's how it started. And then someone said, hey, this is good enough to be a book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you still tour a lot?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You sick of it? Do you want to sit on the chair and rock away and, just kind of have a nice, quiet life?
No, it's not that time yet.
Yeah, and you're not ready for that?
No.
You're not giving it up?
Well, how much money does he have, Howard? He must be...
He's worth $15 million.
Oh, that's ridiculously
nope, that's the
low.
Truth. Am I right or am I wrong? Give me a ballpark. Am I in the ballpark, $15 million? Because you've been ripped off a lot. You've gone through a lot of marriages, divorce, that kind of stuff. Tell me if I'm in the ballpark.
You're in the ballpark.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Then he spread out a lot of money.
One last question, and this is a tough one. Do you ever consider giving up music and going back to dental school and becoming the dentist you should have been?
Now, that's a good one to leave on.
Right. Greg Allman's book, My Cross to Bear, is in store now. It's an honor to have you here.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for
glad I got to
coming
meet you. And we'll be back right after these words. The dental business is a good business. Solid work.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Thank you so much for coming in. It was a real honor and a pleasure to talk to you.
Yeah, it really was.
All right, sir. Can we get a picture with you?
Yeah, sure. Be honored.
Greg, we'll do it right in front of the couch, okay?
All right.
Cool.
Let me see if I can.
Oh, do you have your own camera?
Yeah, unless you could.
I'll email you. I'll email
you. A long drink of water.
Yeah, he's tall, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Robin, you want to get it?
You're not messing around here.
Okay, guys, right here. Greg, right here. I'm also going to take 2 pictures. 1, 2, 3. And one more with the flash. Hold on. Everyone stand up straight, please. 1, 2, 3. Beautiful. Thank you.
Well, I never thought in my life I'd get to stand next to you in a picture. I mean, all the years I spent listening to your music and sitting in a room by myself, it's a great honor to be with you. It really is. Truly is.
I hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
I hope you enjoyed your stay with us.
I did.
Good.
Can't wait to come back and maybe you have people come in and DJ.
Oh yeah, anytime you want.
Absolutely.
Still be sitting there though in case
In case you screw it up.
in case I run out of yep.
We'll be there for you.
If we're there, you won't run out of anything. Don't worry. We got plenty to say.
Yeah, we're verbose.
Greg, may I talk to you for 1 sec? So you mentioned to me before the interview you didn't know much about Howard. What do you think of him now that you've sat down and had a long talk with him?
Nice guy. Very nice dude.
Nicer than you expected him to be?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
What did you
There's
think
a lot
about
of ghost stories around about him.
What did you hear about him prior to coming in? What were your preconceived notions?
It doesn't matter.
Right. How does his interview style differ from all the other interviews you've done over the years?
Well, he gets like more into it. Like, first of all, he does his homework, that's for sure. I mean, thoroughly. And he, I don't know, I was expecting all these questions that I say, I mean, I can't answer that.
So he's a lot more laid back and conversational than you as previously thought he would be.
Lots more.
Cool. It seems a nice
but
bond.
Then, like he says, we're not we're not kids anymore, you know.
Sort of you got into a more laid back situation, laid back vibe.
Yeah, it's all gotten a lot more sophisticated.
Cool. Well, hope to see you again, and good luck with your book.
All right, thank you.
We'll talk to Slash, see what he's up to. Slash, of course, of Guns N' Roses. I'm always fascinated by that whole situation.
And I wonder, I mean, does the money that comes from Guns N' Roses music,
right?
Does he still get?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Well, yeah, because Slash, the whole band actually wrote a lot of those songs. What would happen is a lot of times Slash would come up with the riff, and then Axl will hear it and write some lyrics or something like that. And, you know, I mean, Slash will tell you when he's in here. So, yeah, money is still being made, but you know how much money is on the table? Like, if the original Guns N' Roses got together and went on tour, they'd all make a fortune. But Axl hates Slash so much.
And it seems to be Slash in particular.
Yeah, oh, yeah. He can almost put up with the other guys, but he hates Slash.
What could Slash have done?
You know, it's time for Slash to be a little introspective and really figure this out with me.
Right.
Which we'll do when we get back.
All right, let's bring in Slash.
That was a terrible intro.
Old friend of the show, really cool dude. Guns N' Roses, man. You know what I'm saying?
Legend of rock.
Where's your Guns N' Roses shirt today?
I have it tattooed on my wall. I can't talk about where it is, but
okay. Well, we're gonna bring Slash in.
Okay. That's better.
It's always interesting when Slash comes here.
I concur. Slash, what's up, man?
Hey, man.
Welcome back.
Yeah, it's been fucking ages. I thought Howard didn't like me anymore.
Oh, definitely not. He loves you. Right this
Am I
way, sir.
following you?
Yeah. So you've got a new album out, or coming out?
Yeah, I know it came out today, or it's coming out today. It's, I think after 10.
Cool, man. So you've done the show many times. Is there any fear or trepidation when you come here, or you just?
I'm usually okay, but there's always a little bit of like, what does he want to talk to me about? Anxiety, you know.
Are there any issues that you're thinking of right now that you think he might bring up that you're not willing to talk about? Or
if I don't bring it up now, it might not even come up. You know.
See, that's a veteran of the Howard Stern Show right there.
Yeah.
All right, man. Have fun.
All right. Cheers.
My next guest is part of a legendary band, one of my favorite bands of all time.
And it wasn't a very long time that they were together at the top of their careers.
Yeah.
It sort of disintegrated at the height.
There he is, a man who everyone respects, a man who came up the hard way. He was no poser.
Wow, that's different.
What?
The
mic and the thing? Yeah, with your hair and everything.
You haven't been here since we started doing that?
No, I was. Last time I was here was 5 years ago.
Wow.
Here is a man.
Wow, look at this place.
Here is a man who is worthy of Gary wearing his blazer.
Yes, he got the blazer.
Yeah. How you doing, man?
Hey there.
You changed your legendary hat. You know, in a way, the hat is the most brilliant thing. Forget the guitar playing and forget all the great songs. You know, a lot of lead guitar players can't distinguish themselves. In a sense, your iconic hat, the top hat, it instantly made you special. Am I correct?
I don't know. I mean, it definitely became like a thing that got recognized. It wasn't intentional, you know, so I didn't sort of see it coming, but then eventually it did. It became like a signature kind of a thing.
Do you still wear it on stage?
Yeah, I wear it on stage and, you know, for photos and stuff, but you don't wear it on the street anymore because it's just...
It's ridiculous.
It's like
ridiculous. Hey, they're slashing his hat.
I couldn't think of a better word, yeah.
When you were first starting out, did you wear it in the street, the hat? Uh-huh. You did. And would it blow off in the wind? Because it's a stovepipe kind of hat.
You know what?
It's like Lincoln.
It's just tall enough to be tall, but just short enough not to get knocked out by a gust of wind.
But doesn't it take balls to wear a hat like that? Seriously. I mean, people notice you when you wear a hat like that. And I bet you caught a lot of shit for wearing that hat.
How old were you when you decided to wear that hat?
Yeah, that's a good question. I no one ever gave me shit for it.
No? Well, you're a tough guy.
But, you know, because you just wear it and you're like in everybody's face, especially, you know, that was sort of like the way it was anyway. It was sort of like, this
How
is what
old
we
were
do.
you?
20.
Okay.
Is it true you stole that hat?
Uh-huh.
You stole it. Where did you steal it from?
A place called Retail Slut.
Retail Slut
on Melrose,
and you couldn't at the time. You had no money. I mean, it's pretty legendary. You guys were broke.
I was walking around Melrose. We had a show that night at the 𝗦𝗵cie, and I guess I was just cruising around looking for shit to pilfer. And
did you steal a lot of stuff at that point in your life? Where you?
No, I wasn't. I sort of got past my klepto phase, but every so often I would lift something that wasn't going to turn anybody a huge profit, you know.
How do you lift a hat that size, though?
Just sort of walk out with it casually, and people just don't really notice.
Is that the truth? Like, you can't tuck it under a jacket?
No,
or
you
something?
just had to sort of, and it was busy in the store, and I sort of knew, you know, I knew.
Slash, did you ever feel guilty stealing the hat in the sense that it became your right?
Retail Slut? No.
You never sent them the money back?
Tammy Downs from Faster Pussycat used to work there.
Yeah, but in a sense, in a way that became like your good luck symbol, and when you steal it, doesn't that fuck up your karma? Maybe that's why all the lead singer problems.
Because not too long after that, I got drunk at the Cat House and passed out, and someone stole it from me.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah,
and then you had to go get another one?
Yeah.
You paid for that.
And then I had to pay for the next one, yeah.
How many of those hats do you own?
I only have like 4.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, and one of them Lemmy just gave me.
Lemmy from Motorhead?
Yeah.
No kidding.
Which was actually very nice of him. He went and bought me a cool top hat. But
is the top hat?
But the other ones are really old. I mean, I've had them for a really long time.
And the top hat stays on your head no matter what, because when you're on stage,
you got a lot of hair.
It doesn't. It's only come off a couple times.
Right.
You know, just from banging your head so hard that you know.
No, I'm not saying this facetiously. I think it's not that you had a calculated move, but it is a brilliant move because it distinguished you right away. And if you remember the time that Guns N' Roses became huge, there were so many bands. I mean, and maybe you resented, did you resent Motley Crue and sort of were you and Guns N' Roses sort of the anti?
Well, Motley Crue, I never resented Motley Crue because they always, I first became aware of them, actually Nikki Sixx back when he had a band called London. So he was like the original sort of glam metal guy from the 70s, from the late 70s. So when he started Motley Crue, it was way ahead of everybody else.
So you didn't resent those guys, but there were a bunch of bands that kind of.
But then after that, then everybody was, you know, I think from Van Halen on, really, was when that sort of whole spandex thing came in, and we were definitely the antithesis of that. We hated that shit.
But what was weird, Axl then would sometimes go on stage and almost, you know, wear like the kilt and the stockings and the, you know, like he almost went to that look, but
no, it was still different.
It was, right?
And it's just an attitude, you know, like the thing about Guns N' Roses in the club days, I mean, in general, was you know, just a very much of fuck you. You know, this is what we do, which was a genuine attitude, you know, and how we went around, whereas everybody else was all trying to jump on a bandwagon.
Would Guns N' Roses ever have a meeting about clothing? Now this, I know this sounds weird. No, but think about it. If one of the guys showed up in spandex or something that sort of was reminiscent of a spandex kind of band or something, wouldn't you sit those guys down and say, look, you know, we represent a certain thing in rock and roll. We're very pure about it. This looks ridiculous.
No, it wasn't as image conscious. Like, we just sort of, everybody had their own sort of thing. And I mean, the way the band sort of fell together, it was like we were the only 5 guys at that time that really could make up that band. There was a lot of different incarnations of what ended up being Guns N' Roses in the first place.
Are you missing the original Guns N' Roses?
Was I in the original?
Are you missing the original Guns? Are you missing those days?
I don't miss it. Well, it's been a really long time.
It is, but yet it seems like so.
It's one of those kind of things where when it's at its coolest was really sort of before the 90s.
Right.
And that's something that you don't miss something like that. That's like, you know, you do something really cool and you can't really recreate it, and you don't want to, I don't know, I don't dwell in the past.
But don't you think you could have made, you know, where the music, when we were talking about how, you know, bands, they create a sound and they create a kind of song.
Yeah, I'll give you an example.
And when they break up, nobody can really create what they did again.
Yeah, Slash.
You have that stuff that was recorded, which is cool.
Yeah, but
know,
Slash,
and
what Robin's referring to is, just give me a second here to give you the theory, the way we see it, the way the Stern Show sees it. I was watching Mick Jagger on Saturday Night Live. I don't know if you watched it at all. Okay, I love Mick Jagger. I love the Stones. And he performed with the Foo Fighters, and he performed with Arcade Fire, and he performed even with Jeff Beck, which Jeff Beck's an incredible guitarist. True?
Oh, Jeff's my favorite guitarist.
Yeah, I think he maybe is certainly one of mine.
Yeah.
And, you know, as good as those moments were, and it was fun, it felt like the old Saturday Night Live when there was something exciting happening. When he's not standing there with the Stones, it's just not the same. And I can't put my finger on why. I can't tell you exactly. I mean, all the musicians in the Foo Fighters are fabulous musicians. It just wasn't the Stones, you know? And it's the same thing with Guns N' Roses. Forget the money that's on the table. If Axl could get his shit together and get back with you, I mean, I can't even imagine.
It would never happen.
What? I know I've asked you this 100 years ago, but I don't understand what's going on. Like, he hates you. Axl hates you.
Well, he you know, I mean, that's pretty obvious, but
why? Do you have any? Have you ever seen a shrink about that? Have you ever said, I got to do some introspection here? What did I do to set this guy off?
I know exactly what it was.
What was it?
I didn't. You know, Axl had a plan to sort of take over the whole sort of Guns N' Roses thing, and we gave up the name and all that kind of stuff, and no one really gave a shit.
Right.
You know, because the premise was if it breaks up, then I want to keep the name. If it breaks up, no one cares. You know?
Right.
And then when he started to put together his own Guns N' Roses, and it was a contract, and I was like, and that was it. And so it's been, and also because when I first, I mean, I'm just spitballing, but when I first joined Velvet Revolver, and I hadn't been asked really too much about the sort of Guns N' Roses stuff. And it brought up a very bitter, you know, so next thing you know, there was this whole sort of press run where I really sort of denounced Axl and that whole thing, and I'm sure that had some stuff to do with it. But what, you know, the thing is I don't dwell on all that stuff. I mean, I'm not real fond of it either.
You're not fond of him either.
But
right?
I don't want to take that route. I don't have time to be worrying about it, and it's not really, outside of dealing with media stuff, it's not really a concern. You know?
I guess people don't understand it because, you know, from my point of view, I look at a band, and a band that's successful is like 1 billion to 1 shot. Let's face it. You've heard great bands that never made it.
For me, like I saw this video of us that I'd never seen before from 1987.
Right.
And there's no full-length concert or club shows or anything on video that I know of that I've seen. And that was that moment. It's almost so cool because it's the fact that it lasted as long as it did.
It's a miracle.
Me. Yeah. And so I love it for that.
But there was a time you guys were tight and that you really loved each other.
When you first started losing band members, that's when it started to go on sort of, and that's when I started to realize that chemistry between the original 5 guys is what made it work.
And what made it work to me is that it was the songwriting process.
What was that?
Didn't you write most of the music?
Well, no. I mean, I wrote a lot of like I came in with a lot of really cool sort of riff stuff that you'd be real familiar with. But as a songwriting team, we really did it together. I mean,
the whole band.
Yeah, we'd sit in a room. I mean, those songs really. I mean, from a musical point of view, I don't want to speak on a lyrical point of view, but from a musical point of view, they almost wrote themselves. Like a song would take maybe, some hours to finish from top to bottom.
Amazing, right?
So it was just that kind of. It was.
But Axl would come up with the lyric.
Mm-hmm.
And so
unless Izzy did, sometimes Izzy came up with lyrics too.
And you would sit there, maybe like the way I heard it went in your band is that you'd be sitting there and go, and then all of a sudden, then Axl would walk in and go, "Hey, man, I could sing to that."
Well, there's no sort of set pattern. I mean, songs really came out of whatever was going on at that time. So there's no rule as to how the songs were written. But sometimes there'd be a riff and it would inspire the other guy and we'd start jamming on it, and then Axl would hear it, and we're talking about like the old stuff. And then as we got into like the Use Your Illusions records, then there was a whole then it was a whole different dynamic.
Right, you guys were famous by then and wealthy,
fucked up and famous,
and on drugs, and so fucked up that the whole process changed.
It was just hard to get it together to get in the studio to do that, but we finally did. And it was actually a pretty amazing accomplishment.
I think it's amazing because you guys couldn't get on stage on time. That was a whole other fucking deal.
Yeah,
that wasn't you. That was Axl, clearly, because he's still pulling that stuff.
That was a really hard one for me to deal with. I think more than anything because there's that you get very anxious to get going before it's even time to get on there. An extra 3 hours.
Yeah, I mean, what
after
was
that? And you're like, dude, I can't tell you.
And don't you lose a lot of money that way?
Yeah, it's expensive.
You got to pay over.
You pay the union dues.
Yeah. Oh my God, they have a hard out, and you better be out of there. And you guys wouldn't go on till 11 o'clock at night for an 8 o'clock show.
Right. Well, or even later. So.
Could you ever sit down with Axl and say, "Hey, look, we're bros. We work together. Why are you showing up so late? What's going on?"
Yeah, I mean,
and if you did that, you probably were the enemy.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was attempted to try and reel that in.
Were you the chosen guy that always had to speak up and yell at Axl and say, "Listen, you're not on time"?
It wasn't, I mean, I had moments I think where it came up, but I mean, at that point we were so disconnected. Like Axl had his dressing room the rest of us would just be polishing off vodka in the other dressing room.
That's a
waiting
death
to fill
sentence
in.
when the lead singer becomes his own, like it's his own dressing room, right? That's the death sentence to a band.
It would make a great movie.
And in a sense, with Velvet Revolver, and I still say for Stealing the Hat, this is your curse. Every lead singer you get gets more fucked up than the next one. Like, that's just going to be your lot in life.
No, I'm actually working with a guy right now who's amazing. He's the complete polar opposite.
Who is that?
So I think that's sort of been my blessing. His name's 𝗦𝗫𝗄𝗿𝗍. I'd heard about him before Scott, right?
Scott Weiland.
Yeah. His name came up during the singer auditions for Velvet Revolver. And I mean, that's the first time I heard his name. I wasn't familiar with him. I didn't know how much, how well he sang or anything.
Right.
And but he never showed up. We sent him some music. He was, he was interested.
What is with these singers?
He was interested, but then he never called back. And then Scott came into it, and we did the whole run with Scott. And then when we parted ways with Scott, Miles' name came up again, and this was like in 2008. And
where has Miles been? What band is he with?
He's in a band called Alter Bridge now.
Okay.
And so when I was doing my last record, which had all these different singers on it, at the tail end of making the record, I had these 2 songs left over that I'd never been able to figure out who should sing them.
Right.
And so, at the end of the record, here are those 2 songs still staring me in the face. And Miles had been called in at that point to sing for the ill-fated Led Zeppelin. Well, it never happened. Led Zeppelin tour. So who's this guy? He's got to be good. I've been hearing about him for years.
You mean Jimmy Page was considering making him?
They flew him out to London.
Zeppelin.
Yeah.
Because Robert Plant's being a pain in the fucking ass.
Exactly. So and I like Robert. I'm not going to go there for whatever reason.
But these lead singers, they won't go along with the game plan.
So I heard about that, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to just take a shot in the dark, and I'm going to call this guy. So I called him up, told him what I was doing, and I sent him a demo, just an instrumental. And a couple days later, it came back with an amazing vocal on it. So he lives in Spokane, so I flew him out to LA, and we met, and he's like just really, really down to earth, very unassuming, and he's a brilliant singer.
Does it kill you inside that here you are, maybe one of the best guitar players in the world? I'll give you my list later. Maybe one of the best guitar players in the world, and you can't sing your own fucking songs.
Well, I could sing. I just don't like singing.
But doesn't it kill you that you have to put up with these assholes? Imagine if you could just sing like the way you want it to be.
Because I'm so stubborn about the simple fact that I don't enjoy singing.
Can you sing fairly well?
I mean, I can sing. I have a good rock voice, but I don't like singing.
What's the problem? I mean, listen, I don't like doing